start feeling it in, maybe a shoot around this afternoon or in the maybe you were, you know, rhythm was good, everything was technically where you want?
Yeah, I usually get my shot kind of in a good rhythm before the game, every game. It's more within the game, kind of making a few early and kind of getting in a roll or getting some confidence more in the game. Usually I'll be making shots in pregame no matter what.
Were your looks like maybe a little better than what they would normally be?
Yeah, I'd say I got some easy ones early where they kind of had some miscommunication in the zone, and I just kind of got some easy catch and shoot threes, and then got going from there.
Do you have to corral yourself a little bit when you are hot from there? I mean, it's almost like you want to touch a ball in each position and maybe give it one more push up. You have to pull yourself back a little bit or no?
Yeah, sometimes. I mean, I can get a trigger finger where I want to shoot it a lot. I had a few down the stretch where I wanted to shoot it and kind of probably thought otherwise. But yeah, definitely, and that's just making the weave versus me play. Usually making the team play is always going to be better than shooting a tough one, even if I've made a few in a row.
Dom, you had a couple positions where, I mean, it was almost like, you know, it was almost like a physical fight underneath there to you pull it up and felt like you got fouled or whatever, and it's like, you know, okay, I'm not going on defense right now, I'm getting the ball back and put it up again. Do you remember there was a couple positions, probably in the last, maybe before 5 minutes left or a little after that, were really crucial times to score? Did you feel like we've got to come out of this possession points?
What I really wanted to do is just at any point in time, doesn't really matter what time of the game it is just rebound the ball. And at that time, that crucial point in the game, I got an open look and I just went back up with it. One thing coming out of the timeout, one of the coaches was just, Dom, like, you have to get this rebound, like, no matter what. Like, this is your rebound. And I told him, like, I got it. Like, it's me. Like, that's what I do. Like, that's what I do is I rebound for this team. And I just came up with it.
Let's switch the gear a little bit. You heard BJ talk. You know, the one set I'm looking at, they scored 32 points in the game. You won't win many games by giving a team 32 points in the game.
No, that's one thing we have to do better as a team is, for one, we have to talk a lot better on defense, communicate. And when we communicate as a team, it's kind of hard to beat us because when everybody's communicating, everybody knows what spot they have to be in. Everybody knows who's help side, who's up top. It helps everyone who whatever five is out on the court. That's what communication helps. And when we talk, our defense is at the highest.
You know, what was the mindset when, you know, they've got possession and they're down by 3? And I know that, you know, you got to be thinking we can't let them get a shot, you know, from the circle. And, man, from where I sat, it was a 3-pointer, but obviously I can't see it.
Yeah, thank goodness it's a 2.
I mean, obviously they looked at the video, but
Right.
at that point, you're probably thinking, oh, man, if that's a 3, you know, we're going overtime probably. Was it frustrating to know that he was able to get that off? Because I don't think that the defense was set up bad. He was guarded. He had people in space.
That was a good defensive possession. And
Yeah.
before the possession, we were pretty positive and stuff in the huddle, just saying one stop, run them off the line. Being really positive because a 2 doesn't hurt you at that point. So we're still pretty confident that we can get a stop here. And Jonte guarded the guy. I mean, you couldn't have been much better. And you don't want to foul him. So, yeah, he played the shot high, and it was a crazy shot off the glass. I mean, you can't do much about that. That's
You go back
tough.
to your offensive position before that, though, and I think Kevin saw an opening and went into the lane and got picked.
Yeah, I think
he come out of there with nothing. I mean, that obviously set it up for them to at least have a chance. How tough were they to shake? You know, to get rid of it?
Yeah, they punched back. We got up by I think 9 at one point.
Yeah, it was 9.
With I don't know 5
5
minutes. Yeah. And they didn't quit. That's a credit to them, especially on the road. You get down 9, almost double digits with 5 to play. They had some big shots. They had some guys hit some shots, and I don't know. We didn't get some stops in that little span. But then we got stops when it mattered in the last couple minutes. I think Dom had that huge block where they had got to the rim, and that was huge. That was a gigantic stop.
How much better do you feel you guys played, or do you did tonight than you did those 2 games on the road, which had to be horrendous to give 15 minutes,
Man,
35 minutes?
the last 2 games for the first half, that wasn't us. But it seems like in both those games in the second half, I don't know what clicked as a team, but we sensed that we have to fight. But one thing we wanted to do is come out in this game and fight from the beginning rather than the second half. And it showed throughout the game. They made spurs, we made spurs, and overall it was a good game. We made a lot of errors on defense that we have to do, but we have to fix. And but overall, we're happy with the win, and now we have Weber State on Saturday, and then we just have to prepare for them and get our defense right.
Do you feel like it's hard to gauge where you're catching them? They're down from what they usually are, but you
Mhm.
know it's still a Weber State team that's well coached and with some players. So, I mean, it's not like you could sit and say, hey, this is one.
No, yeah, we can't say that.
You can't take anything for granted at this point.
Right.
2-game win streak now is not a big deal anymore.
No, and the way that our conference is right now, it's just a huge heap in the middle of a lot of good teams, and we're all close to the top two. And anybody can beat anybody on any night. So we want to prepare for Weber State the way we always prepare for Weber State, and with the same intensity that we prepared for Idaho State. It's just kind of a new day, a new team, new game, new day.